Hi, this is Rory from vapingliquid.com, and today I'm going to show you how to set up and use your electronic cigarette starter kit. In the single starter kit, when it arrives, you will receive one instruction manual, one complete electronic cigarette, one spare atomizer head, a bottle of e-liquid, a needle filling bottle, and a USB charger. Okay, so to start with, this is the electronic cigarette, and it has two main parts, one being the battery and one being the atomizer itself. Now, the first and most important rule that you must remember is when you take your atomizer off the battery, do not unscrew it holding here. You must always hold there by the grip thread and unscrew the battery to take it off. The reason for this is because the atomizer itself has a clear plastic and it attaches to a metal base. Now, the only way to attach plastic to metal is with a sealant glue, and if you start unscrewing it like so, you'll break the seal between the plastic and the metal and your atomizer will start leaking, and that's something we definitely don't want. So I'm going to explain each part individually, and we will start with the battery. The battery is a 650 milliamp battery, and it should last you anywhere between 20 and 40 cigarettes before it needs recharging. Obviously that depends on how long a drag you take from the electronic cigarette. If you take small drags, it'll appear to last longer. Longer drags will use more power out of the battery, and of course it'll make the battery go flat quicker. Now, the battery itself has a 5 on-off click feature. So right now at the moment the battery, when you can see, when you press the button nothing happens. That's because it's in the off mode. If you press it quickly 5 times, it will flash. That will turn the battery on and it's ready for use. If you press it 5 times again, it will switch the battery off. As you can see, press it, nothing happens. That's so when you're storing it or carrying it around in your bag and you don't want it to go off accidentally, you can do like so. So, switching it back on as I just have, you will also see when you press the button, it lights up blue. I don't know if you can see that. That indicates that the battery's got a good charge. When you press the button, it lights up a mauve pink colour. That means the battery is about halfway discharged, which is fine, you can carry on using it. When you press the button again and it goes red, that means that the battery is dying and you need to charge it up. Now, to charge it up, we have a USB charger which plugs into any computer or USB socket. You can use mains adapters, anything that you charge your mobile phone up with, etc., etc. Obviously that takes that standard USB connection. You screw the battery into the USB charger like so, all the way, finger tight, don't try and force it. The light on the charger will go red to indicate that it's charging. Once the light has gone green, that means it's reached its full charge capacity. Now, it takes between 2 and 3 hours for a full charge, and as I said, it should last anywhere between 30 to 40 cigarettes before it needs charging again. My advice is if you charge it overnight, every night, then you've always got a full battery for each day. So that's the battery. Now, moving on to the atomizer. The atomizer is, of course, the device that turns the liquid into vapor. The atomizer itself can be disassembled, and that's done by holding the thicker metal rim and the grip thread and unscrewing like so. Once unscrewed, we have an atomizer head that also unscrews like so. Now, the atomizer heads in these, as you may gather, are replaceable. This is the part of your atomizer itself that will burn out. How long will it last? Again, that all depends on how often you use it, how heavy a smoker you are. We recommend for someone that's used to smoke 20 traditional cigarettes a day, every 2 to 3 weeks, change your atomizer. Or of course, if it stops working altogether, you do get a spare atomizer head in the kit. And to replace them, you can buy them from the website, and they're £10 and you get 5. There's the atomizer head. Screws back in like so. Now, to fill your clearomizer or atomizer with liquid, the mouthpiece unscrews from the top, like so. And we want to put liquid in here, obviously, but not down the centre hole. I'll try and show you that. Okay, we can just about see that there. The small needle hole in the centre is the airflow. So you don't want to put your liquid in there. What you need to do is get your liquid in the atomizer and flowing down the side. Okay, which I'll demonstrate to you now. Okay, to fill your atomizer with e-liquid, the best way to do it is to take your e-liquid and use your needle filling bottle. Simply take the lid off here, fill your bottle with the liquid, and this just makes it easier. You'll make less of a mess, you won't get it on your fingers, etc, etc, and it's easier to put in the atomizer itself. So take your atomizer, tip it to the side, get your needle filling bottle and put your needle filling bottle to the side of the outer clear plastic, and simply give it a small gentle squeeze. We'll move that in a bit closer so you can see what's going on. Don't try and fill it too quickly. Turning it also helps, so you get the wicks all covered nicely in liquid. And you will see on your own atomizer that there are some markings on the outside for different levels. Don't know whether you can see that there, just about. And you don't want to fill it with liquid. You aim to have the liquid just below the bung that you can see in the top there. So we'll add a little more to that one. Okay. So about that level there, that's perfect. Then simply take your mouthpiece, screw that back on, take your battery, screw it on like so. Remember, always holding via the grip thread, and we're ready to go. Now, initially, I would suggest you take a long slow drag without pressing the button. You will get nothing from this, but all we're doing there is we're making the liquid flow through the wicks to the actual vaporizing part, and it will just help. So one drag, nice and slow, just to get some liquid flowing. And then the way to use these is before you start to inhale, press the button, keep it pressed. You will hear a hissing sound coming from the atomizer. That you know that's working, and simply press the button, keep it pressed. A nice long slow drag and exhale. And that's how to use your electronic cigarette.